Could go on the field. Tigers hand this right off, and James Walker into the teeth of the Washburn defense. He moves all the way inside the 10-yard line down to the 5, and a great job by the left guard, Hawk Rouse and Paul Nelson at center, opening up a big gap and letting Walker roam through there.
And that's a great thing to see on a play like that. Whenever James Walker has running lanes to get right up the middle of the field, he can be very dangerous. As we just saw there, he had a nice running lane, picked up a big chunk of yards, and was able to put this team in great scoring position.
Tigers working on their 10th play. This drive started at their own 22-yard line. 5 minutes so far, and a really long, methodical drive put on by Fort Hays State. Garrison fakes the handoff, does a little dipsy-do, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Hays. Mike Garrison with his 4th rushing touchdown. And Fort Hays State jumps out to an early 6-0 lead here at home on their first drive.
And you want to talk about swinging momentum. You would think that early, whenever Fort Hays goes on that kick return and you have the big hit laid on O.J. Murdoch. I looked over at the Washburn side of the ball, and on their sideline, their whole sideline was going crazy. The coaching staff was pumped, and now Fort Hays comes out and just drives the ball down the field, putting up 7 points already to take the early lead. This could be a sign of some very good things to come from this Fort Hays offense.
And Kimbrough boots it through, so 7-0 our score here at Lewis Field Stadium in an electric environment, and one of the most important games in Fort Hays State history in the past 10 years. We've mentioned it several times through our broadcast. Now, Fort Hays State football had a dark period there in the mid-2000s, but this year with so much expectations on a senior-laden team and a team that comes in Washburn thinking they have an opportunity of getting back on the horse and trying to make some sort of postseason out of the season that they had so much promise in. This is a game that both teams circled on their schedule. 4 years of college are but an eyelash in a lifetime. However, the memories created during that time often outlast the knowledge received. This afternoon's game marks the end of an era for some and the beginning of a legacy for others. It's Missouri Southern and Fort Hays on KFHS up next. The Tiger Football Preview Show. I'm Kyle Haas, alongside me Travis Reese. And Travis, we've got a matchup today between two teams near the bottom, and actually at the bottom of the conference, and both looking for a big win.
Yeah, this would be a huge win for either team. Fort Hays State trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. Missouri Southern trying to claw their way up out of the bottom of the conference. Huge game for both teams.
All right, but before we look at that, let's take a look back at how the Tigers performed last week as they were out at Northwest Missouri State taking on the number 4 ranked Bearcats. And Travis, close, but just not close enough as the Tigers fall 45-27 to Northwest Missouri State.
It was really a tough game for this team. They came out, they were only down by 9 at the halftime break. That's a great thing to see. This Fort Hays State team has really turned their offense around, turned their defense around. But again, special teams played a huge role in this game. They had all 3 of their extra points blocked in this ball game. About the 5th straight week we've seen bad special teams play from this Fort Hays State team.
Well, we had a chance to talk to Kevin Verdugo and see his reactions on how he thought the team performed a week ago. Together and make the right call. Well, Fort Hays State will work with it, now leading by 20, their largest margin of this night. Jones already in double figures with points as the Tigers lay it in for Dazon Smith. And Smith now with 6 on this evening. Fort Hays State pushes their lead up to 22.
You always got to like to see the 2 big men working together. Ken Bowman, knowing he's got no backside help, just lobs it up there, letting Smith go up and knock it down.
Goggins, long range, hit it off the front iron. His leg's a little tired as Fort Hays State on a 3-on-2 break. Jones behind the back and lays it in. The teardrop shot midway through the free throw line. And Fort Hays State now cruising over the Swedes on both offensive and defensive sides of the ball.
Dominic Jones is just out having fun right now. He's probably out feeling like he's in the playground, just playing, having fun, throwing in some trick shots just to keep the crowd active.
Well, it's funny you mentioned about playing on the playground as Jones, as he gets a steal right there, will push it up. Dishes it off. Bowman drives in. No shot call, or no foul. There was a foul. There we go. But he was in the act of driving. Finish up that story on Jones. Jones talked about bringing in McKenzie and Dayee to come here and play at Fort Hays State, and played against them a lot in high school and junior college and things like that, and he told them how nice Fort Hays State is, and they listened to him, and they came here this season, and Fort Hays State so far reaping the benefits of the Big Apple.